Hi everyone. As promised, I thought I would pop on and talk about some of the changes that are going on in the Denver real estate market. We are seeing a lot on the news and we probably started to feel some of these changes last fall. So summer last year was the normal rush, real estate market. And then we got to fall and we started to feel things kind of shifting and changing. And as a realtor, I got asked a lot of questions about these shifts and changes. And it was hard for us to say what was going on at that point because we usually do slow down in fall. So all I could advise my clients at that point was that I was watching the market and we were waiting for the spring season to see if this small shift was actually a shift or it was just our normal fall, winter kind of downhill that we get for the market. So we've been looking at numbers and we have seen a shift in the market this spring. Usually spring has been totally crazy, and why we are still seeing things go under contract fairly quickly, the numbers have changed a little bit, and I think it's caused a little panic in people. But what you all need to know is we are still in a seller's market. We have not shifted to a buyer's market. We are nowhere close to that. They say once inventory levels out at 6 months, that's when we see that shift. We are nowhere close to that. We have shifted from under 1 month to 1.5, 2 months of inventory. And our days on market have shifted a little and our inventory shifted. So the inventory shift is the biggest thing that is affecting our market right now. Overall in the Denver market, we saw 1,852 more homes on the market this April than we did in April of 2018. So that was a 36% increase in active listings over the past 5 years. So when we look at some of the more specific towns, I've got some numbers here. So Thornton in April of 2018 had 200 active listings over the month, and then 2019, 221. So we saw that little increase in inventory. In Broomfield in April 2018, we saw 124 houses come on the market in April, and then 2019 we saw 150. So once again, we saw an increase in inventory. Up north, Frederick, April 2018, we had 35 new listings. April 2019, we had 52. So as you can see, we are seeing an increase in the inventory that is coming on and staying in the market. So what I am seeing as on the listing agent side is that our listings are sitting a little longer. Now, when I say a little longer, they're not going under contract in 2 or 3 days like they were before. Now it's taking 7 to 10 days for those houses to go under contract. So that's still pretty crazy quick, considering that some other markets are, may take 3 to 6 months for your house to go under contract. But for us that have been living and breathing and working and buying in this Denver market, it seems like a huge shift to us because it was go, 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 throw in offers, you got to offer over crazy asking prices. You have 10 other offers that you're competing with. And that hasn't been such a big problem this spring. So buyers have a little bit more leverage. So what we are seeing for sellers is your home may sit on the market a little longer. So it may not go under contract in 3 to 4 days. It may take longer. It may take, 10 days or 14 days. Still fast. You may also not get 10 offers thrown at you the first day you go on the market, like you may have in the past. What you are seeing is you are still having an increase in equity. It's not that crazy 10% jump that we were seeing year over year for the past 5 years. And that's good because that was unsustainable. unsustainable in the Denver market. So what we're seeing now is more in that 3 to 5% range equity growth, which is a more stable and more normal market. You may also see, once you do go under contract, you may see crazy inspection lists as buyers are starting to think that, you know, they have more leverage than maybe they do still in this market. If you're a buyer, what you're going to see is more houses out there that may match what you're looking for. So that gives you more options, which is great news. It also helps you have a little more time to make a decision. Now, this is all relative because in some markets, we are still seeing those quick jumps. Houses under $350,000, we are still seeing multiple offers and it going under contract quickly. But houses above that point, it's a little slower. So you may have a day or two more than you had before to make a decision, and you may have more houses to make decisions on. Now, buyers, what you may read and you may start thinking is that you can be throwing lowball offers at sellers. This is not the truth. We are not there. We are not in a buyer's market yet. You may be able to offer asking price or teensy bit under and go under contract, but offering $40,000 less and asking for everything in the house, we're not there. We're not at that point in the market. And I don't know if we will get to that point over the next couple of years in the Denver market. So there is a shift. There is more inventory on the market. You, as a buyer, you may have a little longer to make a decision. You may be able to get something at asking price or just under, rather than having to offer $15,000 over on a property. You may have less competition. Sellers, you can expect that it's going to take maybe a few days longer to get your house under contract. You need to price your house correctly. Days of pricing at $20,000 over and getting multiple bidding wars on that are softening. It's not happening as much. So price it correctly. You'll still get it under contract quickly. It just may not be as quick as you have expected from watching the market over the past 5 years. So that's what's happening in our market. That's that slight shift that we are seeing right now. If you have any questions for me, leave them below on this video and I will answer them. If you would like more specific statistics on the city that you live in, then I'd be happy to get those to you as well. I didn't go over a whole lot of those today because I kind of just wanted to address the market change as a whole in the Denver area. I'm always here for questions. I'm always here to help, and I hope you're having a fabulous day. All right, guys, see ya.